One of the best ways to make money in today's markets is with copy trading. Now, if you don't know what copy trading is, it's basically a new system that was brought about via the cryptocurrency markets, but now brokers have started to adopt it. And two of the pioneering brokers here are PUPrime and eToro. So we're going to be comparing these two today to decide which one is better for copy trading. But if you don't know what copy trading is, it's basically where you could actually find a trader that's using the platform, see their stats, and copy them when they take trades. So if you press follow, you can basically actually just get in a trade when they get in a trade and get out of the trade when they get out of the trade. And this way, if they make profit, you make profit as well. Now, there are advantages between two of these brokers. We're going to discuss those today, but let's just dive into the video. This is not financial advice. Let's dive in to the copy trading life. So first, let's take a look at PUPrime. We can see here, this is a slightly newer broker, but because of that, they have a lot of advantages that eToro over here doesn't actually have. So eToro has been around for a while, but their infrastructure and technology can actually sometimes get slower than PUPrime from my experience under high congestion times. So high volume times, market open, big moves. It's better to be using PUPrime for that front. Now, when it comes to the trading products, licenses, and stuff like this, it's important to note here, guys, that this is very, very close between both of these brokers, but PUPrime is actually slightly ahead because they are well regulated, but not over-regulated where you can't access it. So PUPrime, for example, you could access from over 200 different countries, whereas eToro, who are highly regulated in every country, actually has limits on where you can access it because of that regulation. So if you're more of a flexible trader or someone who's looking to dive in, then PUPrime is definitely the one to choose here. Now, that also applies to leverage. So let's dive into the copy trading side here, because if you're copying people on eToro, yes, you're going to have a smooth and intuitive experience, but you're actually limited in your leverage, particularly in EU countries, where your leverage can only be as high as 30x in some cases. Whereas with PUPrime's copy trading, you can keep your leverage up at 1000x because of their lesser regulations and lesser limits on the trading on the platform. Another thing here is the UI. I would say that PUPrime's UI is fantastic. You can see here they've got the app, it's all going perfectly, and you can easily dissect the traders to see which ones are good, which ones are bad, and which ones are worth following. Now on eToro, I would say it's a lot more simplified because they are targeting, I would just say, the more retail side of traders. But just in terms of meeting in the middle here, I would say that yes, eToro is good, but whether you're a beginner or an advanced trader here, guys, PUPrime just lay it all out in front of you, and they keep it very, very simple and intuitive, so you can actually go in, see what traders are good, and then start following them to make money. And if you are a newer trader or you're just looking to get into copy trading, it's important to note that PUPrime have a minimum deposit of $50, whereas eToro actually sometimes are up to $200 minimum deposit. So it's important here to actually compare these two and say, hey, if you are a novice trader or if you are someone that is looking for signals from a copier here, then I would definitely say PUPrime is ahead on that front. Now, the advantages of PUPrime over eToro's copy trading system is pretty simple. Let me just list it out for you, right? So we've got multiple copy modes on the copy trading on PUPrime, whereas on eToro, there is a lot less flexibility on that front. In terms of execution rate, I would say that yes, if you are copying someone, you're going to want instant transactions, and PUPrime's infrastructure being modern and newer here definitely excels on that front, where yes, you are going to instantly get in a trade milliseconds after the copier. Whereas on eToro, I have noticed it's a little bit slower, and that can basically cause a bit of slippage in that sense, where you do get in a bit later, making your entry later and your exit later, and actually affecting your profit overall. Now, PUPrime also have this ability where you can flexibly stop copying someone at any time. So you could basically just press unfollow, uncopy, and yes, you will be out and not copying that trader from that point. Whereas on eToro, they do tend to actually try and keep you in, and it's a lot harder to stop copying someone Whereas on PUPrime, it's literally just an unfollow button like you would see on X or a social media platform. Now, fees do matter when it comes to comparing these two. And I will say that PUPrime definitely have lower fees than eToro, where eToro, you're probably going to have something like 1.0 spreads. And in some cases, on PUPrime, you can get spreads as low as 0.01. So I would say definitely consider using PUPrime over eToro when we are comparing these two, just because of the intuitiveness, just because of the more features in the copy trading, and the fact that you can stop at any time, as well as the low spreads, increasing your ROI and increasing the efficiency of which you can copy people. So that is the comparison between PUPrime and eToro for copy trading. I would definitely say that PUPrime does win this round, but it'd be interesting to see if eToro can catch up in the future. But overall, definitely check out PUPrime in the description, guys. That's going to be it from me. I will see you in the next one.